Hey, it's me, Sai7, and welcome to part 101 of Library of Ruina, and today is Walpurgis 9. And we are being graced with the rest of Dawn Office. That's right, Salvador, Gregor, and is it Yuria? Oh no. Faust. So that's gonna be cool. I do not really have Lunacy to get these characters, but you know, we'll see what we can manage with 4.3k. You know, that's a solid, what, 30 pulls and some change. You'll have around 150 pull. You know, this might be the craziest glow up that we've seen from previous characters. Like, man, what in the hell? The animations for Salvador Gregor are insane. But can you imagine getting like a revamp of Ruina? How crazy that would be. Oh yeah, and then fucking Yi Sang's got a Gatling gun. Holy shit. I think there was one time where we joked about that. Yeah, Dawn Office got a huge buff from lore. They really did. Not only are they burn, they are also tremor and tremor scorch. And they do a lot of unopposed attack shenanigans, which, you know, is always so very, very strong. Imagine the Finn upskill for Walp 10. Dude, I want to see the rats. Bring Pete back, my boy. And yeah, a really cool thing about the new butterfly ego for Yi Sang is it turns, if he's using it specifically for Solemn Lament, his lobotomy corp ID, then it turns that ID into a sinking tremor ID, which is very interesting. It opens up a lot more team comps. And I'm pretty sure the butterfly ego is also really strong for Spice Push. So we might see a little bit of a return of that. Although the competition's pretty stiff for Yi Sang sinking IDs. Yeah, Butterfly Sing Tremor, yeah. Yeah, the only other sinking Tremor ID we have is what the gambling office Ishmael Zhang office. So yeah, man, things are really shaping up. It isn't updated for PC. We're updating it right now. But, you know, last Walpurgis, I did not get the IDs from then. So we're going to be dispensing those today and probably, I mean, I guess depending on my luck, we'll see what we do today. What the hell? This is not what I want to see when I open up the game, man. Looking uncanny pictures. Get out of my face. So yeah, who all is gambling tonight? Oh, I should also mention that, yeah, like we previously talked about in other streams, there's not really like an event. This is kind of a rerun type deal. Oh yeah, this is gonna be our second. Don't we already have Dawn Office banners? I think we got some of those when Philip came around. Yeah, look at that, Dawn Office. So yeah, we got 4.6k. Unfortunately, my wallet is pretty damn closed. I got screwed last month, so it's out. Yeah, it's here. Yeah, Hanafuda. Yeah. I am pretty excited to test out these IDs. Anything with guns and projectiles is always going to be fun. Dude, he looks crazy. Dude, that's so sick. I absolutely love this. Now one last burst. Yep, there's the tea. What's that called? The Sanghua tea? They put an egg yolk in it. I'm trying to know. Surprisingly, I've asked people about that and they say it's not too bad, but it's a little weird at first. Yeah, look at this glow. Look at those animations, man. His prosthetic arm glowing red. Crack of dawn. Dude, so sick. It's decent, but your place uses egg cream rather than raw egg yolk. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you... I don't know. I guess I don't really understand how you don't get salmonella or sick from consuming that. Four tickets. We'll probably get some tickets from the event too, so we'll see if we can build up another 10. All right, chat, let's gamble. Who else is gambling tonight? You got Faust, Greg, and Bina, and they're gonna buy the last 50 pulls and hope. What's like the most cost efficient way to buy pulls? It's 20. We all want Gregor. Oh, green. Wait, Sinclair. Oh no. Oh, should I have dispensed first? Oh, I got trolled by Sinclair. No, I should have dispensed first. Oh no. Hey, at least I guess I get to save the shards. Oh no. I've never had this problem before. Shoot.
작업 시작 시퀀스 확인 완료.
Whoops.
개체 T0450의 38번째 통찰 작업 진행하겠습니다.
Oh, he's being gazed at. Well, shoot. Now I feel like I have good luck at the moment, so I should probably... Was this 50 pulls? Nah, man, that's not worth it. Not even close, huh? Shoot. That could have been Yi Sang. It really could have. Damn, dude, I'm kind of on a roll though with the with the pulls. Yeah, defend the blank. I'll fire into you a blank that cannot be filled. Huh? Such wondrous blank. Colony Void Harmony. I'm gonna fire a colony in you? That sounds insane. Oh no. Nice. You got everything in 40? Damn. That's awesome. Is Unc pulling out the wallet? No, I can't. I got like super fucked by the DMV. So dude, spending money at the moment is just not advised. I can't do it. Not smart. I have heard that this is a pretty decent damage ego for Sinclair. It's bleed burn. What even bleed burn IDs does he have? Hey, look at that. I had all the shards ready to dispense him to. Shoot. You're gonna fire void in you that can't be filled and defend the colony. I guess Hey Shao. Dawn Office. Yeah, Thumb Claire. And it's a he. This might. Oh yeah, his competition for he's is not pretty low. Rhythm max stack 5. Deal plus 2% damage for every stack, max 10%. Offense level plus 1 for every stack, max 5. Defense level max 1 for every stack, max -5. Turn end expires. Deal more damage based on missing HP on self. Oh, so this is for sure like a Hey Shao for Cock Claire. Nin Claire? Yeah, he's the only like burn bleed. Because this is all tremor. Yeah, tremor burn. Burn rupture. And yeah, I remember reading through these back in the day, and these IDs, they seem like decent, but I don't know they're great. It's kind of weird. It's like when last Walpurgis happened, these IDs just kind of happened. You know, people did not talk about them for very long. She's broken? It was an unremarkable sort of day, if one could call it that, when even the agents of the upper layer had been mobilized to suppress and return Al-Ruin to its containment unit. Yeah, I know Al-Ruin. With the control team left hollowed out, the child had been saddled with managing the abnormalities assigned to the department. PM PC. As soon as she stepped into the old lady's containment unit, the child sat reclining in a chair and crossed her legs, unfiltered complaints spilling out of her mouth. Oh yeah, you can see her face. Was she literally just called old lady? I remember she like fills the hallways with smoke, right? All day long, she'd been tasked with doing managerial work on Al-Ruin to extract its ego gear. Oh, she got the glasses. And she failed. That's 3 times already. 7 actually, by the manager's yardstick, that she'd allowed Al-Ruin to escape under her watch today alone. Okay, what kind of work do you have to do on Al-Ruin? I'll have to check. Because I want to see if it's just something that Ryoshu's not even capable of. Al-Ruin, instinct level 5 for high. Attachment 5 low. Any repression very low. And insight work from 3 to 5 is common. Huh. I'm kind of surprised. Instinct seems right up Ryoshu's alley, doesn't it? And you have to get a normal result. I don't see how that pink mongrel breaking containment is my fault. It's that dimwit of a manager. Hey, must have bled out every scrap of luck because it couldn't resist rubbernecking at the thing every now and then. Al-Ruin, that sorrowful child slips out of containment when the work result is bad. and just as readily on a good. It's never content to remain confined. It would much rather wander outside, suffusing the company's musty corridors with the fresh scent of the forest. Lobotomy Corp? Spoiler? You know, funnily enough, a lot of the story in the Lobotomy Corp Ego IDs does give you some pretty good hints at how to play Lobotomy Corp. You know, specifically using the elevators to avoid abnormalities. Things must look quite unfair from where it stands. And of course, from where the manager stands too. No flower viewing today, just stuck hearing the old hag droning on all day. It's become pitch black, this room. The curse must have seeped into the walls. Been a while since I last did some work here. Dearie, dearie, would you like to hear a story? Whatever. Tales crooned like lullabies, poems too abstract to grasp, ghost stories that make the hair on the back of the neck stand straight up. Oh, I just noticed her like old hands too. From stories known to all, to the ones known to none. The old lady knows every tale ever told, every single story in existence, every nursery rhyme written for children. It goes without saying that her troves of tales also include the secret stories of the other abnormalities. Just a coincidence, perhaps? Or is it an inevitability? For the first time, the old lady brought up a tale of an abnormality, an entity that the child knew all too well. Oh, Halloween, the lovely one, a doll who yearned to be human. Question mark? There's something about that rabid thing. A flicker of surprise crosses the child's face as she voices her question, but the answer in all likelihood won't be hers to hear. The old lady, you see, doesn't speak to you, she merely speaks, spinning her tales and making her loneliness known. Its eyes were full of soul, and it was adored by people. But every genesis of the spring is to be followed by the passing of the autumn. The old lady does no such thing as asking. She doesn't respond either. The words that come out of her mouth are not for conversation. Oh, it's kind of just like old people, huh? Which is why, for all the stories she tells, she can never manage to fill the void of her loneliness. One day, the doll was abandoned in a dark forest. Its eyes were stolen by crows, lusting for glitter, while its mind, life, and heart slowly withered away. Part by part, its pretty porcelain body cracked and shattered. Where its eyes once were, only gaping holes were left. You got you saying 120 pulls total? Your bad luck with the thumb duo paid off, since it was 200 with nothing. Yeah, I had to go to 200. We got Radia, and then we 200 pitied Heathcliff. Which, dude, is so worth it. I don't regret at all getting that Uptie story a week early. That was so sick. I think Thumb Radia's Uptie story is probably the best we've had. And yet, the doll remained standing in the forest. The cracks and openings on the porcelain were instead filled with a glowing bouquet of flowers, and fresh petals fluttered down like tears from the empty holes of its eyes. And then, what happened next? Did it hunt down the crow that pecked its eyes out? Did it cut off its wings? The child knew that no answer would be returned. If she would still get to hear the next part of the story, whether or not she invited the old lady to continue. Still, ask she did. As though she were used to such exchanges. Oh, is that supposed to be like a hint at Rien? Alruin, lacking eyes, but all-seeing. Human who yearned to be a doll. Born of soil, and to soil shall it return. The old lady directed her gaze at the child, the gaze as hollow as that of the Alruin from the story. A black void that seems to meet the child's own eyes. It was almost as though she were interested in hearing what the child would make of the tale. The child's eyebrows cinched together in a scowl. The tale might have found a footing had she cared to listen with interest, but this was not for her. She really should have spared herself the trouble of hearing it out, she thought. You just burned 150 modules to get the 20 pulls from the event. Should I do that too? So we can get some more pulls? L-O-N-E. Their story is literally otois, needless, empty. Adios? What the hell does that mean? Odious. Adjective that means serving no useful purpose, producing no result, or being completely unnecessary. Oh, well, come on. But surely that was not the end of the story for the doll. Perhaps the story hit a bit too close to home, or maybe it reminded the child of a certain someone she only remembered in the foggy fragments of her memories. Oh, I didn't know that this had so much foreshadowing for Kanto. Either way, a cloying loneliness clung to the child as she stepped out of the containment unit. And who the hell are you? Information Team Vera. Oh, I'm Vera from Information. You're that agent who transferred to the middle layer from the safety team, right? Ryoshu. Right, Ryoshu. Heard quite a bit about you. What do you want? I came down because Mr. Yasad gave the order for support. There was no one in the control team, anyhow. Thought I smelled something burning in the lobby, and... Yup, I see that you, altered your ego gift into a cigarette. Not an issue. I guess as long as it's not a fire. The employee extended a hand for a handshake, but the child slapped it away like a high five and moved toward the hallways. That's so funny. Only to be stopped by the flustered employee blocking her path. That Faust is thick, though. Please, just a moment. Please wait here until the control team arrives. Have you guys seen all the memes and stuff about, what is it, Sinclair being cucked by Gregor? Shoot. Seen a lot of jokes about that. Why should I do that? You missed the announcement, I take it. The Dusk of Amber will begin shortly. What's that he like actually was? That's just what Oswald made Philip believe. And people were making do you remember back in the day where there was a meme post when the one who gripped Faust came out? And I don't to this day I don't remember if this was like a real thing or someone was just joking. But she came out and people were like, or I guess just this one person made this weird post about how he was upset between, I don't know, whatever apparent relationship Faust and Sinclair like had. I don't know. Real? You think it was? Some Gacha players are really sweaty. Yeah, some people need to take a shower, man. I don't get it. Doubled? The multiplier nonsense you people like to play with. Correct, Ryoshu. Your ego weapons are both white type. I recommend either switching weapons or leave this to the other agents. Your NSFP. Did you get all of them? You won't believe what happened. I started doing... I only had like, what, 34 pulls in total? I did not dispense the last Walpurgis egos, and I ended up pulling Sinclair's Rhythm ego on my 30th pull. Dude, I cucked myself. Fuck. Pardon? We're not seeing the full picture. The child brushed past the employee and walked into the corridor with light steps. Look closely, MB. The switching ego gear is what allows double the efficiency. All I need to do is use both of my weapons at once instead. What? Just a Sinclair ego? Yeah, I got fucked. I'll show you the collaboration of FAS. A gigantic worm burst into the hallway. Another wall without the new units. You know, it's like I said during the last stream, if the Walpurgis isn't going to have an event associated to it, I don't think I really care about getting the units so much. Like, I don't know, it would be nice. But I think all of the hype that I had surrounding like the Nurse Father IDs just far outweighed whatever was gonna show up in Walpurgis. So yeah, I don't really feel so bad. As the ordeal entity advanced slowly, yet not without momentum, the child raised her crossbow and took aim. The employee, who frantically chased after the child, watched the bolt flying from the crossbow. And in the same breath, the child's revolver fired 6 rounds at the ordeal at a speed too fast for the eye to track. Was that not enough? That's why I told you to either switch weapons or wait. Look, it's not too late to go back and... Well, more shots should do the trick then. Yo, what? Are we sure she's like Japanese themed? It seems very American. 1 shot, then 2, then a 3rd. Bolts and bullets rained down on the ordeals until they burst like squashed fruit. And another bolt loosened at point-blank range punched straight through the largest of them, the dusk itself. Not a dull end to wrap up a day. Wait, why are you aiming that thing at me? Do it, Ryoshu. Yes. The child, perhaps, had managed to reshape the loneliness that latched onto her into an artistry of her own. Because she no longer seemed lonely at all as she emptied her gun on the horrified employee. Oh my gosh. Don't worry, guys. They're white bullets. Oh, 40 Lunacy. Hold on. Maybe I can build up my Lunacy using IDs. Where's Hornet Gregor? Here he is. I think he's Burn Bleed, right? Yeah. You got using it 20 pulls? Nice.
제안 및 기존에 의뢰받은 실험에 돌입. 팀원들은 팀장이 먹이 사슬에 삼켜지더라도 공격 행동을 하지 않을 것 이상이다.
You guys ever think we'll get a Queen Bee ego? Welfare team captain. Victim number 4. Already. I had dispatched a clear warning to all relevant personnel that they must steer clear of the abnormalities containment unit while work is in progress, as the biohazardous material the entity secretes could permeate through the barrier. Oh yeah, that was how Queen Bee worked, wasn't it? Was it while you worked? I thought it was like afterwards that it shot out spores or something. Perhaps it cannot be helped, as the authority to physically quarantine a section of the facility lies with the manager. You know what I really want to see? God, this would be so cool. I want an event that has Express Train to Hell in it. I don't know how they'd implement it, but dodging Express Train to Hell. I was always one of my like greatest memories of Lobotomy Corp is always fucking up that abnormality. Gotta go play the game. Yeah, have fun, Link. Congrats on your polls. If you put them in the company, I'll test them out. Itchy. Captain, I'm so itchy. The subject complained of the pruritus of the nape for the 27th time. You will? Alright, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Probably shouldn't scratch the itch, right, Captain? Scratching your skin to address the itchiness will not be a problem. There's no need for you to worry about the bleeding or excoriation of your skin. Oh, it's because he's gonna explode. Oh, you can hear it. Amber, the clerical staff. That is you, correct? That's correct. The subject complained of pruritus for the 28th time since the beginning of this interview. Primary memory retention ability remains in good condition. With that, I record that 10 or more casualties have shown no changes to the brain activity at the 23rd hour, 6 minutes and 21 seconds mark since spore inhalation. Nothing? You got nothing? Dang. Yeah, I accidentally got the Sinclair ego from last Walpurgis before I could even shard him. Dude, that makes me a bad Limbus player, doesn't it? Fuck. Extrapolation. Occipital lobe hypertrophy observed in the late stages of spore infection. Henceforth, the pre-hatched state accelerates rapidly at an undetermined time since initial contact. This finding boosts the value of early egg identification and extermination protocol research by 7.1409%. Sorry, what are you saying? Nothing that requires your comprehension. Oh, that's cruel. No, I mean, I can't seem to hear you clearly. Ow. Ow, my belly hurts. Loss of hearing identified. This is the first recorded instance of such a symptom among the casualties. Oh no, the casualties. Hold still. Always a bioscanner on your abdomen. Dude, if someone... They know what's gonna happen, right? Is that gonna make whatever this is go away? It will not. Remove your hands from your abdomen. Larva activity observed at the 23-hour, 07 minutes and 1 second mark since spore inhalation. This instance has occurred 33% earlier compared to the average extrapolated from the pre-existing data's standard normal distribution. Wait, what? You still have 53k lunacy? Yo, somebody go rob that guy. What the hell? Hey, donate to me. Slight palpitations of the occipital lobe area have been observed concurrently. The palpitation is currently traveling to the subject's auditory organ, which leads one to conjecture that it is related to the victim's hearing loss. There's something skittering around in there. This is so gross, man. The interval of its molting process from instar 2 to instar 3 remains the same within the margin of error. Captain, there's this guy I hang out with all the time, Jacob. He was with me when it happened. Is he okay? Okay, in what sense? Sorry, I can't hear you. That's better. It doesn't hurt as much. Oh, wait. Is the view of this supposed to be from the guy he's interviewing? Oh, it totally is, because he's got a clipboard. Amplification of pain receptors identified. I will now post any subsequent questions in writing. Is he okay, as in, he's not sick, right? I drew an X on paper to relay to the victim that Jacob was indeed not sick. Is he dead? Oh, that's good. I feel funny, like I'm bloated. I hate this so much, man. Captain Mersault, what's up with the ego weapon? Immediate pre-eclusion symptoms identified. Preparing for battle. Oh, that's right. She's so close by. My queen. It's hatching. Also, can we talk about how funny it is that this person's name is Amber? We all need 200k lunacy. Eclusion of entity T-TAC-04 TAC-50 TAC-2 identified and eliminated. And the subsequent emergence of Amber Ordeal also identified. Eliminated. Reporting test results of conducting an interview near T-TAC-04 TAC-50's containment unit. While no variance in the interval between contraction and the late stage of infection has been observed, it can be said that the subject perceives the queen at a relatively earlier point. According to an observation of note, the entity spoke through the victim immediately before eclusion, suggesting that it has the capability to seize the victim's nervous system. And hey, Ryoshu. Hey, Captain. You know, WIH. Another containment breach. Don't fault me, Captain. Wasn't it her fault? No matter what I do, whether I do good or bad, it goes apeshit. It's shit luck, that's what. The difficulty of managing the abnormality is acknowledged. However, continued shirking and offloading of your suppression responsibility to other employees is inappropriate. I believe former captains should be held to a higher degree of accountability. Take a good look at these weapons the fool of a manager gave me, and say that again. What? But she looks so cool. Its creepy face didn't change one bit, no matter how many bullets I blasted into it. I've shared the absurdity of your weapon assignment with Mr. Chesed, but it appears that he has not yet found the time to pay the manager a visit. The manager, the BTC, bunch of slackers, all of them. Hey! I feel like I did a decent job managing Lobotomy Corp. Well, not that I mind. The more they laze about, the more opportunities for art appreciation time I get. The Dusk Ordeal is still in progress. Search for other hallways to assist. Your BAH as always, Captain. Bad as hell? Both for team hallways are clear. As for the interview subject's corpse, it will be cremated alongside victim Jacob's cadaver, including the interview. Oh, you can hear more? What is the meaning of your gaze? Oh? T-Tech 04 Tech 50. Is it wrath? Because it killed your worker bee with the very weapon extracted from your essence? Or does it look like just another redemption or love from where you stand? Wait, what? Is this foreshadowing for his Kanto? Because he's talking about gaze. I'm curious, how does it all appear in your eyes? Does it appear as inscrutable as my gaze is to you? Didn't expect to get sentimental. Oh, I have to check my corrosion rate. However, the first order of business is completing the suppression effort. End of recording. Huh. Man, I'm so excited for Mersault's Kanto. That felt like a pretty interesting lead into it, too. Alright, chat, what's the fastest way we can spend modules for Keflin? Because how many do we need for another 10 pulls? We need at least 6 tickets. Five, 6. Need to spend at least 1,200. 7, 8. Oh, this is a deck extraction. Oh, so there's 20 pulls in total in the event. Throw them at XP tickets. It's kind of what I was thinking. I saved up 219 modules too, which I don't think they count, do they? Because I have a lot of thread, so I don't think I need thread. Oh wait, does this even count? I don't even know. Let's find out. Oh, it does. Yeah, that's 1,200. Sick. That was 60 modules.
해봄직한 일을 그럴듯하게 풀어냈어. 단지 새로이
Hey,
불씨의
level
기억을 기회가 적어서
115.
아쉽기는 하구려.
Nice. There's more tickets to get. We need to spend 600. So how many is that? These are 1,200, so just 5.
실험 종료. 선행 연구에서
Yo, this is a good event. Look at that.
실패하진 않았지만 성공이라 볼 수도 없을 테죠.
All right, we got 20 more pulls to attempt. That was a pretty good event, huh, chat? There's a green. No, what the heck? I think she popped up a whole bunch of times last Walpurgis too. Dawn. praying. Oh, a green.
검정색
Oh, we got
하늘,
Faust.
비정형적 문양.
Hey, hell yeah.
파우스트의 예상대로 이번 사건의 배우는
Dude, she's so sick. I gotta say, I really like her weapon. Dude, fuck yeah. Yeah, like her glow up is very insane as well. Because in Runa, you don't see that she kind of like overheats, you know? Or it's not like overheating. I don't know how to describe it. Oh, they have flavor text? Oh no, wait, chat, how much flavor text does Gregor have? Oh, there's so much, dude. Flash of Sun Up. It's one of my favorite early game cards in Ruina. A Yuna Faust. Oh yeah, that's her name, Yuna. Yeah. Alright, I guess let's check out her update story.
말을 길게 끌 것 없겠군요. 그레고르 싱클레어
Air Gregor.
시작하죠.
Yo, she's German? It has been determined that this case merits preservation as a record. The following is the case record pertaining to today's request. Oh, this is from her credenza. Yeah, 1,000 Needles from, what is it, Yesterday's Promise? Case name, 1,000 Needles. Serial code DN Tech 00113. Grade Urban Legend. The case is now developed to a point where assigning codes beginning with A to the victims no longer serves any practical purpose. Catastrophic. Propagation via a series of random chain reactions would be an appropriate description for the nature of this case. As such, it would be both inefficient and impossible to assign individual serial codes to every victim scattered throughout the streets. The circumstances surrounding the case align with both the information gathered from rumors and the case report compiled by Representative Gregor of the Dawn Office. Now briefly recording the state of the case scene. Sections of the building have been liquefied. Oh, she's taking pictures. And beneath the damaged structure, traces in the form of human remains can be observed. Many of the victims' remains are no more than distal extremities of the human body. Ew, did you just step in it? By contrast, it is rare to find torsos and internal organs that maintain even a moderate resemblance of their original forms. Given this fact, it is reasonable to infer that the prevailing cause of death in this case is something of an explosive nature. Yup, his symbol. Remaining bits and pieces of human flesh also indicate that the said explosion was accompanied by countless shrapnel tearing the bodies inside out. Faust determines that all of these observations indeed point to a single property: omnidirectional fragmentation of this pitch-black matter from within the body. A presentation identical to that of prior cases. With different art? What, is the symbol actually different? Okay, the symbol is the same, but yeah, she is holding it differently. Because in Ruina, it's more at like this kind of angle. Like what? Like a 60 degree rather than this like 80, 85? The matter is abnormally dense compared to its mass. Its material strength is also unnaturally high. Merely touching the surface of the wall permits the matter to drill through it with negligible resistance. Immediately after making contact, the matter begins to melt, an area several times larger than the point of contact. It is difficult to believe that such a material could have been produced by the human body. It is certain that this matter is identical to the one currently under Faust's investigation as an object of interest, designated as needles. Yes, that is correct. Symbols of an irregular atypical pattern, which Faust had repeatedly received on-site verification requests for, are present on the material. Now cross-referencing this observation against Faust's information. No matching information found. In that case, the minority hypothesis, which alleges that the symbol points to a malicious advertisement attempt by a certain upstart workshop, may be dismissed as false. Okay, so she just asked the society. The Faust chord. Now moving on to the next proposed hypothesis. Yesterday's promise, yup, and demonic magic. Dude, I think this fight is in my top 5 of detested fights in Ruina. In fact, I think when I did my Ruina playthrough, I got a really nasty bug during this fight where I wasn't able to see some of the actions that the dummies were using. Like whatever cards they were copying. Has the presently recorded cases seen yielded any verifiable fact that substantiates the said hypothesis? Understood. Faust recalls having stored a piece of information regarding the body of a corporate employee found in the back streets, a victim of the so-called gut harvesting. The corpse also bore a much similar symbol. Gut harvesting refers to the criminal act of the backstreet syndicates by which corpses are stripped of anything considered to have monetary value. Wait, criminal act from who? There's no police. Fausts who limit themselves to observing nest-sourced information may have been unsuitable participants in the discussion of this particular subject. Magic? It strains the realm of believability, but if such an incomprehensible phenomenon does indeed exist, perhaps this would be one of the ways by which it is manifested. Because at this point in time, distortions are so new that, yeah, I would believe this was magic. Balloons popping would be the closest approximation. The radius of the damage is far too great for such a seemingly weightless impact force. Does the entity designated as yesterday's promise truly employ a power that may be termed as magic? Perhaps access to some more pieces of information would help Faust thread together the truth of the matter. Yes, of course. Faust is aware that access to any information beyond this point is prohibited. However, it is an established fact that the entity's ability concerns contracts, in which case working as a fixer should bring Faust closer to an answer. Understood. Then the discussion regarding this record will conclude here. Faust will need to head to the office and submit a report. Sinclair said he had something he wished to say to Faust once this was over. Oh no. Dude, people are gonna go nuts with this. I'm calling it. However, it appears Faust will not be able to hear it. And it seems probable. It seems probable that this will be Faust's final record. Current location, the library. As per the popular denomination. What floor are they fighting in? I can't really tell. This isn't... Is she gonna die? Oh yeah, she's dead as hell. I mean, the green makes it seem like this is Netzax, doesn't it? Correct. This is the same place that has recently been reclassified as an urban plague. Faust confirms that writing one's name on the invitation alone is sufficient to transport the invitee to this place. This record is best shared with the other Fausts in advance. Access rights received. Faust cannot help but notice that access is granted to Faust when it is already too late. No! Would that mean... No, please disregard that. That means they knew and they didn't warn her. Concentrating on the battle at hand would be the more rational choice. Yes, the opponent seemed determined to make Faust their initial target. Well, yeah, because she has the Lone Fixer passive. I'm not dealing with three additional strength per turn. It is unlikely that Faust will be able to fend off the entirety of their focused offense. Oh yeah, that was a sound effect for the Pebble Child, right? They're healing themselves merely by grabbing pebbles in their hands. Yeah, it is. So this is Netzak's floor. Oh, Netzak killed them. And Faust hears the incomprehensible ringing of a cry, a song, or perhaps just an echo. The mind feels as though we're shaking and staggering just by hearing the sound. Yep, fragment of a universe. Is this an attack launched by utilizing the properties of abnormalities? If so, what could this place possibly be? Is she dead? I find this development disappointing. I should think of this as a fortunate outcome that has availed me the opportunity to leave an account, at the very least. Because even should this Faust fail here, the grand objective of Faust must be preserved at all costs. Grand objective? Now I need Faust to explode due to Porcubus. Dude, give me, please, do Porcubus Ego. ID 1. Faust only has one wish, to know all of the city. Ending record. What? They gave us Faust's wish. To know all of the city, huh? Okay. Well, that definitely tracks with why she's got the society then. And why she's using the mirror world. But I wonder why. Why would you want to know all of the city? It's like understand the suffering? Maybe how to put an end to it? Oh, and she died. Sounds like she got squished. Dang, Netzak's floor really killed all of Dawn Office, huh? That's sick. Now we have a lot of flavor text to read. So, Fire Butterfly Coffin. Max stack 30 can gain up to 20 stacks per turn. On hit using base skills, gain 2 stacks. Turn end at 20 plus stacks, gain burn next turn equal to half of the surplus stacks past the 20 rounded down. 30 stacks, gain 5 burn and plus 2 burn count instead. Heated to a smoldering temperature within the coffin are butterflies. What? The kaleidoscope is spilling forth to melt and tear the target apart. This type of weapon is still too premature for you to wield, Sinclair, but it is advisable that you familiarize yourself with its properties. The array of blades within the coffin affords considerable convenience in circumstances where time constraints prove solitary handling of requests impossible, or in combat against multiple adversaries. What do you mean they heat butterflies? What the hell? I guess we should probably go over the skills and stuff. So Flash of Sun Up, 3+4, which can go to 3+7, so what, 14, so 3 to 17 on a skill 1. Crazy. And that's only the final power. Oh no, that's not cool, it's final power. So what? 8, 3 to 11, 14, and then 1. Oh yeah, it's still 17. Just with Clash power. On use, a 20 plus Fire Butterfly Coffin, reuse the final coin once. Seconded Offensive. Gain the following effects based on Fire Butterfly coin stack. Deal plus 2% damage for every stack, max 60%. Final power +1 for every 10 stacks, max 3. Yeah, she's Tremor Burn. Final power +1 for every 4, burn plus tremor on target, max 3. For every 10 Fire Butterfly coin, gain the following effects. Clash power +1, reuse the final coin once, 2 times per skill. Just stealth drop you with your Ezra ID. One day. Eject before use at 30 Fire Butterfly Coffin. Activate Eject High Noon instead once per turn. Unused, coin power +1 for every 6, burn plus tremor on target, max 2. Unused, gain 8 Fire Butterfly Coffin. For every 10 Fire Butterfly Coffin, gain the following effects. Clash power +1, inflict +1 burn count, tremor count, reuse the final coin once, 2 times per skill. Trigger amplitude conversion into Tremor Scorch. And then Eject High Noon. Unfocused Volley. Deal plus burn on self plus burn on target damage, max 20% counted per target. Activate the following effect on target with every hit of the skill. Inflict 1 burn or tremor. If target has no Tremor Scorch, trigger amplitude conversion into Tremor Scorch once per target. Clash power +3, coin power +1, and clash power +2 for every 6, burn plus tremor on the main target, max 2 and 4 respectively. Inflict +3 burn count on all targets instead of tremor count. Attack end, inflict 1 power down next turn on all targets hit once per turn. That's crazy. Gain 1 battle instinct. Max stack 3, minimum and max speed +2. Base skills inflict +1 more burn potency and burn count on enemies. Skill Eject deals plus stack times 5% damage. Skills Eject High Noon and Dismemberment at High Noon deal plus stack times 10% damage. To resume the subject at hand, aside from singularities, there exists a means of overcoming the penalties incurred by using this type of weaponry, namely effort. This may go without saying, but it is recommended that you focus on honing your body and battle instinct whenever time permits, both during downtime and when handling requests. Granted, battle instinct in most cases can only be properly demonstrated in the heat of battle. One might refer to this process as a warm-up, although that term is perhaps too simple. In any case, a heightened natural battle instinct will help you offset the gear's structural and technical vulnerabilities. This is how you may raise the baseline of your performance threshold. Are you able to comprehend this explanation, Sinclair? Oh, so that must be why she has why she wears gauntlets is because the entire coffin heats up. Oh, sick. Or Tremor Scorching. Dude, Tremor is like the greediest status effect, isn't it? Oh, here's overheated coffee. It's got flavor text too. Keep in mind, however, that convenience is always accompanied by a trade-off. A weapon of this structure comes with drawbacks that standard Stigma Workshop weapons would not possess. Inevitable penalties that can only be mitigated by singularities, the pinnacle of the myriad technological innovations of the city. It would do justice to properly acknowledge the extraordinary qualities of singular. That was tangential to the subject. Let us return to the subject, Sinclair. Heat-proof coat. Yeah, so literally everything she's got is just to supplement the effects of the coffin. That's cool. Cannot be staggered or fall below 1 HP due to burn damage. Take minus 50% damage from burn effects, rounded down. Less than 50% HP, take minus 75% damage from burn effects instead. If you have made up your mind to use workshop gears that utilize heat, then you had best be prepared to pay a slew of hidden costs. Unlike conventional weapons, whose variables are in the more obviously observable territory, such as sharpness and durability, weapons that radiate heat require all manner of groundwork to ensure that the wielder is not consumed by that very heat. And that requires money. It is, of course, a simple enough thing to procure weapons that set things ablaze outright, or fabrics that do not catch fire easily. But to obtain a weapon whose heat output can be fine-tuned and controlled at any given moment according to the wielder's every need, or outlier fabrics that ward off heat completely. Such exceptional gear costs not only a fortune, but also the wielder's constant training to be as exceptional in handling them. Naturally, if you have invested that much money and time, the returns will come in the form of many more contracts requiring your services. Huh. Sion Bay, no way. If I remember correctly, I think Sion Bay is like the equivalent. It's like the Korean equivalent of senpai in Japanese. If Dawn Office Fixer Sinclair is on the field, activate the following effects. Dawn Office Sinclair gains High Noon. Puts on his cowboy hat. Minimum speed +2. On base attack skill use, gain a base power +2 and deal +45 divided by percent of coins percent damage. Apply the following effects to Sunset Blade, which is his skill 2. On final coin hit, the target has 15+ burn, activate burn on target, then reduce target's burn count by 1. Alright, that's sick. Apply the following effects to Blazing Strike. Deal +100% damage? What? Dude, Blazing Strike already has so much damage gain on it. That's insane. On use, convert all coins into Unbreakable. On hit against an enemy, activate Burn on target, reduce the target's burn count by 1. On use, a 3+ Volatile Passion, consume up to 100 Scorch Field. Deal +1% damage for every Scorch Field consumed, max 100%. Scorch Field effects. Stores all burn damage dealt in this zone. Resets when moving to a different zone. This value is shared by all characters. Yeah, so Scorch Field, I guess we'll see if it actually pops up in here to talk about. I know it's in, yeah, it's not in here. It's in the Gregor ID. But I don't know if you need the Gregor ID for it to take effect or what. The request has been resolved ahead of schedule, and the weather conditions are optimal today for team lunch. Shall we all proceed? Turn end. Or turn start. If Dawn Office Fixer Faust is defeated, convert High Noon on Dawn Office Fixer Sinclair into Loneliness at High Noon. Oh, Red Faust. On base attack skill use, gain base power +3 and deal +90 divided by percent of coins percent damage. This is the same effect. Apply the following effect to Blazing Strike, deal +150% damage. And then on use, consume up to 100 Scorch Field and deal +1% damage for every Scorch Field consumed, max 150%. When this unit takes damage that brings its HP down to 0 this turn, this unit's HP cannot drop below 1 for the turn, and recovers from stagger when staggered due to damage. Do you understand what loneliness means, Sinclair? No, she talks to him about loneliness. Oh no. Loneliness is being bathed in the light of the sun at high noon, only to realize that the ones you would have shared a luncheon with have departed you. No, dude. That is how I would put into words the concept of loneliness, for me at least. I do hope, Sinclair, that you will never have cause to understand that concept. She jinxed it. Dude, she actually jinxed her own death. Hey Meme, how are you doing? Did your polls go okay? When this unit has Battle Instinct, gain a stack ×3 Fire Butterfly Coffin. When other Dawn Office IDs meet the following conditions, Dawn Office Fixer Faust uses the seconded offensive skill against the targeted enemy once per turn per identity. At base skill end, if the enemy that was hit is staggered, use seconded offensive against said enemy. Does not activate if the said enemy was already staggered before attack of the said skill. At attack end of the following skills, use seconded offensive on the enemy if they hit prioritizes staggered targets. Dawn Office, Gregor, Dawn Splitter and Crack of Dawn, and Sinclair Stigmatize and Blazing Strike, so they're skill 3s. If Dawn Office Fixer Sinclair's on the field, on hit, using reused coins of Dawn Office Fixer Faust's base skills, deal additional wrath damage equal to burn on the targeted enemy. Max 10, max 20 per turn. Counts as activating burn. The appeal of a weapon is shaped like a suitcase or a musical instrument case is clear enough. First, the muser may blend into the cover of daily life without raising alarm. Though arms of this sort are unwieldy and complicated to make use of in battle, that perceived shortcoming makes them less likely to be recognized as tools of killing. You know, that was my first thought when I saw like coffins and stuff being used as weapons. I was like, how do you, like, you can't really swing it around, you know? Secondly, weapons fashioned into the form of a case afford storage capacity. Container-shaped arms, for example, are actively used by the fixers of the Deviat Association. True. Such convenience, however, does not automatically win favors from those who elect workshop gear as their weapon of choice. The common opinion is that anyone who invests so much time in mastering this sort of weaponry would be better served by training with something else. Well, yeah, actually. In fact, the user would often hear snide remarks from other combatants, ranging from fixers these days to showy and pretentious. Yeah, man, just use a scythe. But should one let this reputation for impracticality drop one's guard when facing an opponent armed with such a finicky piece of equipment? especially if they happen to be a high-ranking fixer or syndicate officer. One will find that the laughable containers or cases carry quite a different weight. A weight grave enough for any workshop worth its name to call them coffins. And coffins, as a matter of fact, have a way of inviting butterflies. You know, I was always... I was always kind of curious about that. Like... I don't know. Like, is she gonna start getting Solemn Lament? Is she gonna get a Solemn Lament ID? Or an ego? Is there any way that we can see, like, the flavor text he's got? Does he not? Oh, he does. Oh, he does. We can see this. Okay, sick. Okay. So Gregor, I'll be using him as a support. We're probably going to go fight Lahang after this and see how the Dawn Office does. 20 plus Light of Daybreak. The skill gains an extra coin 2 as an unbreakable coin. Max stack 30. Can gain up to 20 stacks per turn. So basically the same as the Fire Coffin. The first flare of dawn is not a fire that scorches, but one that casts its glow on people. Cute. Dawn Splitter. Apply 1 Dawn Herald next turn on all allies. Max stack 3. Base skills that inflict burn potency, counter unique burn, deal plus 10% damage. The said skill is the Wrath skill, deal plus 15% damage instead. Base skills that inflict burn potency, counter unique burn, gain clash power +1. This unit is a Dawn Office ID, gain base power +1 instead, turn end, lose 1 stack. Burn, burn, burn. You see, kid, fire is not the be-all end-all solution to every problem you've got. When it comes to using heat modulating weapons like these, the deciding factors often come down to when to spark the flame and how hot you let it burn. Yeah, that's why I'm always chewing your ear off about how important it is to feel the moment that comes with the territory of using heat modulating weapons. But on the other hand, when that moment tells you to burn it all down, don't hold back and just let it rip. Oh no. No. You want to know who's the best in the field? Let's see. Well, the best of the best, it gotta be the Vermilion Cross, I'd wager. Oh no, and we saw what happened to him, man. He got smushed. He got destroyed and used. So, Crack of Dawn. One of the countless raging battlefields of the Smoke War, this very technique melted down and cleaved through a certain decisive weapon's last pair of wings. Oh, in the space it inhabited, heralding the dawn's end. Ha, that almost killed me. Lady, do you think you can finish that monster off? Wait, no way. Does that mean the person the Thumbner's father was talking to was Salvador? Oh, dude. Wow, I never would have thought Salvador was the one to help bring down the... shoot, was it? Not the Mega Prince, the fly? Damn. Dawn Office, max stack 3, gain 1 offense level for every stack. Turn start at 3 stacks, heal 5 sanity. Turn start if all other ally IDs that have Dawn Office are defeated expires. The Dawn Office of this mirror world, unlike that of others, has yet to completely lose its fervor. One can reasonably conjecture that the 2 leading fixers of this office have sufficient competence to find work as grade 1 of the vocation. However, it must be stated that the office and its fixers' grades do not vary from those of other observed mirror worlds. This combat capability is hardly the sole criterion by which the grades are assigned. Failure to meet the conditions stipulated by the contract clauses to the client's satisfaction. Eschewal of high-risk contracts that contribute to the advancement of fixer grades. These are all conditions that limit one's mobility along the ladder of fixer grades. You saw the Yising Solemn Momentigo had tremor, you're generally confused why it was there. Yeah, I don't know. Funny. If Dawn Office Fixer Sinclair's on the field, activate the following. From Dawnbreak to Sunset. If this unit has 3+ stagger thresholds, remove the first stagger threshold. Turn in if this unit is staggered, recover from stagger. This unit is at uptide 3 or higher, replace one of its base skills with skill 3. Wait. They can do that? They can just give fucking Dawn Claire 2 skill 3s? That's crazy. Dude, that's actually insane. Passive Unstable Shell of Ego effects, base attack skill effects, and volatile passion effects cannot reduce this unit's sanity below 25. Oh, so like so he can never lose his ego? Damn. When in volatile ego waxen pinion state, gain the following effects. Turn start, gain shield equal to 15% of max HP. When hit while this unit has shield, inflict 1 burn against the attacker 2 times per turn. Activate Scorch Field on this field. You read that? Ah, what a pleasant aroma. You're practically a color fixer when it comes to brewing Sangwa Cha. You know that? I hereby anoint you color fixer, the yellow Sangwa. That's settled then. I'll be tutoring you myself. So you'd better keep up. I see real potential in you, kid. Your Sangwa Cha brewing skills have the instinctive grasp for the moment. And being able to recognize that moment is the key to just about everything. But if he dies... Blazing Sunset. So that's all the same. He heals more. Unstable Shell effects, base attack skill effects, and volatile passion effects cannot reduce this unit's sanity below 45. You know, this season has had a disturbing amount of like ID dying, being not a, I don't want to say good, but like useful, you know? Man. Turn start, enter the volatile ego waxen pinion state, heal 50% HP and heal sanity to max once per encounter. His volatile ego is maintained even when this unit has 0 or lower sanity at turn start. Insane. His shield gain goes up to 20%. When hit, inflict 2 burn against the attacker 2 times per turn. Master, please, I still have so much to learn. You said it yourself. Dawn is a fleeting thing. It soon gives way to morning and fades into daylight. With a promise of sunset that will bring about the evening. Man, so sad. Yeah, the director did say he wanted more sinners to die in battle. I mean, I don't mind it so much. Oh yeah, so Gregor, he can also use like a free unopposed attack when either Faust or Sinclair use their skill 3s. An A+ class workshop weapon that has remained a constant companion of its wielder, the Fixer at the crack of dawn since his first days as a Fixer through the Smoke War and his fallout. Every contract successfully carried out by the Fixer added to Stigma Workshop's fame, and as a show of gratitude, they repeatedly upgraded and expanded the weapon's capabilities. Just as a Fixer's seasoned renown was built up over time, this blade too was forged, remade, and sharpened by the years. Morgan Fewer, once regarded as an S-class weapon, inevitably lost its fervor and edge in the twilight years of the Fixer at the crack of dawn, as he withdrew from the front lines of the Fixer business in favor of teaching the next generation. I don't think we've ever seen weapons classified like this, have we? An S-class weapon. Stigma Workshop Prosthesis. The prosthetic gear produced by Stigma Workshop, a workshop normally specialized in bladed weaponry, designed specifically for the Fixer at the crack of dawn to use. Attempting to use this fiery equipment without understanding Stigma Workshop's precise quirks will be met with swift consequences. Painful, flesh-melting burn marks seared into the user's body. Ow. Oh yeah, he's got an assist defense. Oh, which apparently can activate Crack of Dawn. What the hell? Dude, these IDs seem pretty insane. Alright, let's go beat up Laheng. Oh no. Yo, the director's fucking... The director's protecting Laheng. What is this shit? Virgil must die mode. Laheng scared. Yo, he's fucking breaking my game. Get over here. You can't escape the dawn. Honorary burn ID. I mean, well, I guess I'll just use him. He'll die. Oh no. Oh, is everybody having connection issues? Oh, just like that. With Unbrilliant Glory? How do you get Unbrilliant Glory and not uptype for that?
저희 사무소 단독 의뢰인가요?
따뜻하게 혹은 뜨겁게.
Just go in with these three and see how they do.
최선을 다할게요.
I was gonna say my internet looks fine, so this must be... Oh, someone check the Steam charts. How many people are playing? Are we breaking records? Is that it? Oh shit, yeah, we're up to 157k. Wait, is that the record? Oh, it is the record now, chat. Yeah, the servers are breaking, Mr. Beast. Whoops. I was gonna say, Dawn Claire is looking a little different.
자, 차나 마시러 가자고요. 가끔은 이럴 때도 있는 거잖아요.
What is your Limbus team? The servers are breaking at the moment. There's too many people playing. Director helping Ham Ham Pang Pang security, but not the Limbus servers. Dude, I want to see more of those questions that they ask. Every time I click. Getting that 1500 lunacy. You know, I don't know, do you think Walpurgis is actually like that hyped up? Or do you think it's that people see Walpurgis and they make like a whole bunch of new accounts and they try to farm the new IDs and then sell the accounts? Too bad no event. Yeah, I'm pretty bummed out about that. Oh, just straight up shutting it down, huh? Oh, I got kicked out. Did that happen to anybody else? Well, legit feels like a holiday. It's kind of like Christmas. We get it every 4 months. You can't play? Yeah, we just got kicked out. Did everybody get kicked out? Oh, wait. Sorry, I think I actually, you have to mute the audio. Still strolling through the mirror dungeon? Dude, wouldn't it suck if you lost all of your progress? Director bless us on this 12:34 a.m. Dude, that's weird. That... Also, never pull on the box. That's crazy. Oh, that's something else. The blank will have to be canceled. The house party. Throws bottle at Sinclair. Looks pretty cool. Oh no. Help, it's happening. The servers are on fire. Dude, they really are. never should have brought the Dawn office back. It's gonna close out again. Plus it's on this 12:36 a.m. Alright, what's the Steam chart up to now? 157.4k. Uh-oh. Oh no, I fucking bugged the game out. What the hell? I've never seen that happen before.
발목 잡지 않도록.
Oh fuck. I did put on the support ID. Oh, and it didn't save my projection anyways.
다음에는 더 많이 불태울 거다. 너희가 마실 피 한 방울조차
Just everything is on fire right now.
모조리.
It's fine. Can't even log in. Just keep pressing the button.
공세가 시작되기 전에 파우스트가 나서겠습니다.
Alright, we're in, chat. We're in. Look at that. So cute. I like the fire effects on him. Alright, let's see how they do, chat.
여명의 빛과 같이.
이래선 걱정만 끼치게 되는 꼴인데. 아이고.
Excavation? For what? Oh, how do I add the 3k encapsulation spent? Oh yeah, I just spammed the excavation. What did it take? Like 35? You know, I will say the nostalgia does hit pretty hard seeing the Dawn, like all of Dawn Office in Limbus. Yeah, so does it show how many... Okay, so they only... When do they get changed? Oh, and we can't see what Scorchfield
날 신경 쓰는 것보다
does.
자네 생각하는 게 좋을 걸. 주의. 날 신경 쓰는 것보다 자네 생각하는 게 좋을 걸.
I thought it'd appear at the top of the screen like how Blood Feast does, but I don't see it. So does one of them have to die first? Ooh, too slow.
부드럽게.
All right, Don Claire's getting smacked. Get to deal burn damage first. I guess we'll find out. I mean, that's not how it works with Blood Feast. Blood Feast just automatically shows it at the top left of the screen. Oh yeah, there it is.
이 노을이 식지 않도록 더 뜨겁게 타올라라.
Let it burn, let it burn. So max value 999 stores all burn damage dealt in the zone, resets when moving to a different zone. This value is shared by all characters.
날 신경 쓰는 것보다 자네 생각하는 게 좋을걸? 제일 중요한 걸 놓쳐 그러다.
So I guess how does he gain Light of Daybreak? When this unit has Dawn Herald, gain 2 Light of Daybreak on hit using base attack skills. Because he has to hit him or use his defense skills, because then he can gain 5 per turn. So basically, unless you're at 20 plus Light of Daybreak, you should probably be swapping out his skill once for defense skills. Okay. Blazing Strike 13 to 30. Already.
부드럽게 나를 비추는 주홍빛이 꺼지지 않도록 거세게 휘몰아쳐라.
Oh, so them just being on the field, he activates it, the like new animation for it. Oh, that's sick. Dude, that's so cool. I didn't know I had that sound effect. It's like a whirring. Oh, the Light of Daybreak effect, it was like glowing. This fucking ID. Oh, that's sick. Oh, the coffin does too.
이곳은 위험하니 무리하지 말고 뒤에서 보조만 해도 괜찮습니다.
Okay, that's really neat. Good job, Liu Honglu. What is uppercut? Okay, so they start taking progressive burn damage. 6 to 26. Or I should wait to use that, huh? Does she need to be at 30 for...
무리하지 말고 뒤에서
Oh, she does
보조만
need
해도
to.
괜찮습니다. 이곳은 위험하니 무리하지 말고 뒤에서 보조만 해도 괜찮습니다. 칼날 사출.
Nice. 80 pulls only to get the Molar office announcer. Sag. Dude, look at how like red hot his weapon is. What the fuck? Oh, you can see like the heat haze too. Holy shit. Dude, this looks insane. And then this is all the scorch field effects. So it's a lot like when Don Claire, when he first gains volatile ego in Ruina, is what it reminds me of. That's crazy. 9 to 25 on a skill 2, by the way. He's about to stagger, so I don't want to use my big skill 3s this turn. 17 to 43 now. Holy shit.
여전히 무섭고 커. 그럼에도 멈추고 싶지 않아.
297 damage.
그야, 하고 나온 게 이 짝도 달아오르는구만.
Okay, so I can just kill him now, right? Alright, the skill 3s go. But this is going to be a lot of unopposed attacks coming from both Gregor and Faust now.
명의 빛과 같이
나를 비추는 주홍빛이 꺼지지 않도록 거세게 휘몰아쳐라.
나머지는 제가.
There's one. There's one from Gregor.
곧 여명이 찾아오겠지.
마저 태우겠습니다.
Damn, dude, there's another one.
새벽녘
I think he's dead.
전부 펼쳐낸 나비처럼.
Holy shit. There's
역시
another.
우리 사무소의 자랑이야.
Damn, dude. He fucking melted.
나를 여기까지 모은 것도 징한 일이다. 근데 요시히데야, 이기려면 극한을 싸게 뽑았어야지.
That's crazy. We're not getting any Gregor IDs in the next season. How many did Gregor get this season? It's like 3. That's funny. Fucking server error. God, they broke the game.
승리였어요. 돌아가면 저번처럼 홈파티라도 할까요?
Eddie, it felt like Sinclair had so many skill 3s. Like, how many did I use in that fight? 3? What the fuck? Honglu was there. Damn, dude, that was nuts. Did they feel pretty damn strong, man? Those unopposed attacks just do so much work. Honglu for moral support. Should we go? Who else should we beat up with this team? Rian? I didn't mean to click that. Help. Oh wait, here. If I have to do that, I have to switch the music. But we'll try like Tremor Scorch team and see how they do. Oh man. Oh no, Gregor can't fucking take part. Okay, never mind. We can't do that. What other fight? What's another good fight for them? Twining Threads?
연료는 잔뜩 준비해뒀지.
I mean, I doubt just the three of them would do.
걸맞는 곳이어야 할
Could
거다.
do it.
날 뭘로 보고?
Or should we see if they can?
덤벼. 특색을 데려와도 모자를 파네.
발목 잡지 않도록 최선을 다할게요.
I want to see how just the three of them do. Could your reflect trial? That's true. Oh, by the way, the music decided not to drop anyway. Oh, Kira's here. Do we just always have moral support? That's nice. Ooh, struggling.
칼날 사출.
Oof.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
Yeah, I really like the visual effects for these IDs. Just that heat haze, man. That looks so sick. Oh yeah, we didn't see it.
날 신경 쓰는 것보다
I remember seeing in the trailer. Oh yeah, I didn't read it. Turn start. If Dawn Office Fixer Sinclair is less than 50% HP, apply escape apparatus on that unit once per encounter. Oh, that's heartbreaking. I wish I didn't see that. When this unit takes damage that brings its HP down to 10, this unit's HP does not drop below 10 for the turn. Turn and recover from stagger and retreat from the encounter, excluding forced staggers, does not count as death. In chain battles, give this unit slots to a substituted unit and move it to the rearmost place in the backup unit's deployment order. So yeah. When returning to battle, return with the same amount of HP and sanity this unit had when it retreated and eliminate all effects on self, save for a select few. This unit had lost less than 0 sanity when retreating, reset sanity to 0. And the flavor text, live. Yup. Yeah, I always remember her, like, as Gruff, and, like, I don't know, like, Cold, as Salvador wanted to come across. Like, he was always a softie, you know? Oh yeah, kill Kira.
여명의 빛과 같이.
Nice. Dang, he brought it back.
짜증나게.
You know, I will say the tremor on these IDs feels a bit out of place.
이런 건 기합으로 버텨야지.
Like, now that we're using them, it feels kind of weird. Tremors for burn to trigger a few more times. Yeah, I mean, I get the idea behind it.
하더라도 괜찮니? 이 노을이 식지 않도록 더 뜨겁게 타올라라.
It really does just feel kind of out of place. Hopeless. Oh no. Oh yeah, she just straight up doesn't win that. So she gets staggered.
여전히 무섭고 겁이 나. 그럼에도 멈추고 싶지 않아.
아이, 짜증나게.
Dang, by one's kind of sad. Oh, didn't get staggered though. Sick.
바이올렛 브레이크 슬램.
Oh, nice. She's at 30 stacked, so we can do some funny with her. I think Gregor's gonna die. Which it's gonna hit one of these guys anyways, so we'll clash with them. Oh, what is that?
이곳은 위험하니 무리하지 말고 뒤에서 보조만 해도 괜찮습니다.
Oh, she's got two different ones. Dismemberment at high noon and then eject high noon. So before you said 30 fire butterfly coffin, activate dismemberment at high noon instead. This unit has overheated coffin, the effect does not activate. Before you said 30 fire butterfly coin, activate eject high noon. Can you do both of them in the same turn? I don't know, let's find out. I'm guessing not, but...
여전히 무섭고 겁이 나. 그럼에도 멈추고 싶지 않아.
전부 펼쳐낸 나비처럼.
Dude, that looks so sick. Okay, so no, you cannot do both. I figured it's meant to, like, currency. Nice, the follow-up. Gregor's dead as hell, man.
모두스럽지만
운명에 함께할 필요는
딛고
없어.
일어설게요. 니까 스승님의 여명에 어울리는 강한 사람이 돼요. 앞으로 그 무엇도 잃지 않도록.
He starts crying mid-battle.
무언가에 맞설 용기를.
Yes, now we've got Blazing Sunset instead. How many pulls did it take to get them all? So I only got Faust. I'm using Gregor as a support unit. Which I guess it took 50 to get Faust. In my first 30, I got the Sinclair Ego from last Walpurgis because I forgot. I should have dispensed first before pulling. Okay, do I let Faust die now? I feel like if I let her die, I'm not gonna have enough slots to clash with.
칼날 사출.
She might die anyways.
나쁘진 않았습니다.
망설이면 나아갈 수 없어.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
망설이면 나아갈 수 없어.
Oh yeah, she's dead as hell. So we get to see whatever he gets from that. 16 to 42.
여전히 무섭고 겁이 나. 그럼에도 멈추고 싶지 않아.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
Unless staggered. Oh, we got it. This will be Zhao when it drops. I might actually have to save for that Walpurgis. Ooh, she's got a eject ready. I want to see the dismemberment. Whatever it looks like. Which I don't think she'll bleed to death before that, but we'll see.
칼날 사출.
Oh, she did.
아니, 저의 부족이 원인이겠죠.
So the fault lies with Faust.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
True. So now we get to see what he says when she dies. Server's stable now?
여기서
Seems like it.
못난 후배가 되고 싶지 않아요, 선배. 할 수 있다고 믿어주실 테니까. 해야만 하는 일이니까.
Because it's what I must do, huh?
저에게도 무언가에 맞설 용기를.
Blazing sunset and loneliness at noon. So this is supposed to be a representative of the, like, ghosts, right? Man, I mean, we'll probably never get an Oswald ID, but what do you guys? Who would that go to? Also, yeah, I'm super dead here.
여전히 무섭고 겁이나. 그럼에도 멈추고 싶지 않아.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
Ooh, rekindled strike.
하고 있는 나를 위해 피어올라라.
What was that? Nobody will cry for me.
잠시 아파도 참아주세요. 장담할게요. 사람만큼 훌륭한 음악을 만들어주는 건 없어요.
That's sick. That's a good ego.
바이올렛 브레이크 슬램.
이래서 걱정만 끼치게 되는 꼴인데.
Oh, he looks insane. What the fuck? Oh, that guy is not alright. Yeah, that's because I kind of got a ton of sinking. Hopeless. I'm always at 28. Oh, she's got 45 sanity, that's why.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
아니었을지도.
It's not too bad. We trust? No.
지금 때가 아니야. 도움을 청해야만.
He was always gonna die there. Dude, like in a straight up Tremor Scorch team now?
날 뭘로 보고?
전투의 예법대로
걸맞는 곳이어야 할 거다.
I think she's got Tremor.
녹슨 총에 날카롭지 않은 화살초. 장비 점검은
Dude, this team looks so
완벽하고.
insane. And yeah, the servers actually do seem to be fine now.
그럼
I'm curious, does that mean the numbers went down or? I guess it doesn't look like is it updated. Bang bang.
자신 있으면 받아봐.
Yeah, I'm really liking the new ideas. What about you, chat? Night Anonymous.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
You can just go to bed and try to forget. But did your polls not go alright? Yeah, that's kind of how I felt last Walpurgis, but
심장을 노려.
just how gambling goes, you know? That was a crazy one. he loses that. Oh, she doesn't... Oh, she has to get hit? Wait, what?
남자를 상대할 땐 힘으로 맞서지 말고 칼끝적으로 흘려보낸다. 다수를 상대할 땐 자세를 낮추고.
At base skill and against an enemy. Oh, okay. So it works a little differently than how Sync does it, I think.
하고될 시간이다. 잔우에.
Nice.
나쁘진 않았습니다.
She does follow-up attacks? Oh, hell yeah, dude. It is crazy, like, the sheer amount of nostalgia, seeing even the skill names for these IDs.
이 정도쯤.
Flash of Sona. I remember that card really well from Rona. That's the, what, attack evade attack card.
뻔히 다 보여. 내 차례네. 심장을 노려.
The Sunset Blade is the, what, three offensive dice, inflict 2 burn each.
설령 녹아내려 추락하더라도 괜찮니? 이 노을이 식지 않도록 더 뜨겁게 타올라라.
Good times. Good times.
칼날 사출.
I'm curious, is the Runa modding scene still like pretty...
짜증나게.
Is it still going?
실력을 잘 이용하지 못하셨을 뿐.
I have to look into that, see if there's anything that looks good to stream from the workshop.
심장을 노려.
I think the last mod I played, that roguelite, I think they like discontinued it, or they like finished it. Someone made a restart fight button. Yo, what an MVP. Oh yeah, people adding the nurse fathers to it. Did I get all the new stuff? Nope, I only got Faust. Yeah, we got Faust, and then I'm just using support Gregor here. Wait, so does anything actually spend this Scorch Field, or what the hell does it even do?
날 신경 쓰는 것보다 자네 생각하는 게 좋을 걸. 제일 중요한
It seems like it only exists to give what, the bonus percent damage to Sinclair? says it stores all burn damage. So yeah, I think it's just that Sinclair uses it. Ooh, she's got 30 stacks.
파고들 시간이다. 잔무에.
더하면
대단다. 속삭.
Oh, hell yeah.
심장을 노려.
그렇게 서 있으니
Yo, she's using that 6-shooter, man. So wait, she does that unopposed attack whenever she spends 6 shots?
아이씨, 짜증나게.
Squidfield right now is only a Sinclair upskill, but we'll definitely see in the future burn IDs. You think Mersault's Kanto is going to be a burn season?
나비처럼.
역시 우리 사무소의 자랑이야.
That's what Salvador says. This one's the
살고자
pride of
하는
our
모든
office.
것들과 함께 무덤으로 돌아가라.
Okay, this specific Tremor team is like fucking unopposed attack central, man. So many unopposed attacks. Oh wait, his defensive skill gets something unique too, doesn't it?
자네 생각하는 게
Oh no, it
좋을
doesn't.
걸. 제일 중요한 걸로 줘 그러다.
Oh, does it 30 Light of Daybreak, activate Crack of Dawn instead? No, she doesn't want to clash with him. Dodge.
이 궤적을 보고 떠올리시게.
실력을 잘 이용하지 못하셨을 뿐.
이제 같은 수는 안 통할 거다.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
The card seems to be a Tremor, and these suspicious sinking Tremor IDs can make think Kanto 10 will have a Tremor focus. Yeah, we saw in the Intervalo seems to point to that too, with them being Tremor. Dude, do we need more Tremor IDs
태어난
though?
곳으로 돌아가라.
I think just about everybody's got Tremor.
얼마나 썼다고 벌써.
Oh, disposal's ready. At this turn, because she's gonna cheat.
자신 있으면 받아봐.
Yeah, immediately. From upscale after the burn Tremor upscale, crazy. I know they really doubled down on fucking Tremor. 161.
저에게도 무언가에 맞설 용기를. 저에게도 무언가의 맛.
날 신경 쓰는 것보다 자네 생각하는 게 좋을걸? 제일 중요한 걸 놓쳐 그러다.
But yeah, she's at 30. Oh, so we can do the funny with her. Oh, actually, we can just have a turn where we literally try to melt Rufo. Hell yeah, this is actually insane.
하고들 시간이다. 잔우에
가능형 사출. 전부 조각 내두자.
역시 우리 사무소의
That
자랑.
looks sick. Did she like whip it around?
나를 비추는 주홍빛이 꺼지지 않도록 거세게 휘몰아쳐라.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
나머지
More unopposed attacks, more unopposed. We're gonna get some more right here too.
곧 여명이 찾아오겠지.
So sick.
마저 태우겠습니다.
지긋지긋해. 요시우게 그 새끼도 너도 전부 다.
전탄 격발.
It's like they're all only doing damage with their very last coin.
태어난 곳으로 돌아가라.
Wait, actually.
살고자 하는 모든 것들과 함께.
More unopposed attacks? Dude, this team is insane. Oh yeah, also we're hitting so low beat because Rufo's got protection. Probably not the best turn to spend all of my good skills, but look cool. Doing it for the animations.
칼날 사출.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
너무 뻔하잖아.
심장을 노려.
Yeah, look at that. Dodging for an unopposed attack. Into Heathcliff doing an unopposed attack. Ooh, that's a bad loss. He refused to stagger though.
자, 맛볼 시간이다.
Gregor ID is La Mancha Priest but burn. I can see that. He kind of refuses to die. I was gonna ask that earlier. What healed him so much?
날 신경 쓰는 것보다
Does he just do that with
자네
Crack of
생각하는 게
Dawn?
좋을걸? 제일 중요한 걸 놓쳐 그러다.
Oh yeah, that's sick. I missed that. Consume up to 15 burn on self and heal 15 plus burn consumed percent HP. Holy shit, dude. Oh yeah, that's crazy. I missed that. And that's only Crack of Dawn. Ooh, she's almost staggered. Dang, that jumped up. What was this? 6 to 18? Just kidding, 9 to 27.
여명의 빛과 같이.
Insurati ID is so unfair.
사냥꾼, 모조리 해체해줄게.
She kinda stole the show.
왜? 놀랐어? 내가 말했잖아.
If you fought burn enemies, they're screwed since Gregor basically can't dive from it.
적 없다고.
Yeah, it's crazy just how much more support like this older ID got, because this came out on Don Claire released in Walpurgis 3. And then six Walpurgises later, that's like 18 months. He gets like such big changes to him. Does more damage, clashing's better. What, more burn count and potency. He gets an extra skill 3. Which I don't think it says, does it replace? It only said it replaces one of his skills. Does that mean it's like his skill 1 or his skill 2? I know it didn't show mid-battle. It just says replace one of its base skills with skill 3. So does that mean it can be a 1 or a 2? Yeah, and he can't lose his mode. Yeah, that's huge for him too. Yeah, because a lot of these effects that he gets from Faust and Gregor kind of helps him with his biggest downside, which is his skill 1. God, it's so shitty. Can't clash. It's okay in volatile ego state if you can win a clash with it, because then he gets damage off, but also, I don't think we can do a reflect trial. That's not even it. Because you can't... I don't know why this is still going. What? Okay, why can we still use Ricardo as a punching bag? Yeah, anyways, like I was saying, you can't use supports for Reflect Trials because, fuck you, I guess. For Prevent Boss and Monastic. Dude, it seems like I've only got one person added. I got Gregor.
발목 잡지 않도록 최선을 다할게요. 당신의 판단을 따를게요.
Dang, dude, you know what? They actually kind of did us dirty closing that Reflect Trial. Because these IDs are perfect for the hard mode on Gyeonggim.
이런 건 고참이 하는 거야.
Oh, that was his assist defense. That's pretty cool. I like that. You gotta leave this to your seniors.
무리하지 말고 뒤에서 보조만 해도 괜찮습니다.
Faust doesn't jump in like that. What's she in? Bear stance. So we want to lower.
여명의 빛과 같이.
Did anybody get the new Yusang Ego? How good is it? I guess I didn't really look at it at all on stream. We just talked about how it makes Solemn Lament ID a Sinking Tremor ID.
우리 식지 않도록 더 뜨겁게 타올라라.
Which, how about that? That feels kind of weird. Faust is at 14. I guess I'm just gonna have to pray.
여명의 빛과
네
같이.
상대는 나야.
A screw hammer, huh? Okay, we just hate flipping heads. There you go. You did? You're about to try it, but the servers errored. What did it? Did the error come back? The numbers dipped down. We're at 122. Okay. Damn, 31? That's on a skill 2, by the way.
전부 펼쳐낸 나비처럼.
What the fuck? My eyes.
여명의 빛과 같이.
Yeah, I wonder if that ego is gonna be as much of a damage dealer as Butterfly Gregor's ego.
나를 비추는 주홍빛이 꺼지지 않도록 거세게 휘몰아쳐라.
Oh, he calls it a vermilion fire.
전에 많이 지쳤고.
Wonder if Philip
그냥 다섯
would have become a color if he's given the time. Not really luxury afforded in the city though, huh?
여전히
Poor
무섭고
dude.
그럼에도 멈추고 싶지 않아.
Of this boss track. I do too. I like when you first get into it, it sounds like you're being yelled at. She had 30 stacks again? Oh, she is. What the heck? Can you get to 30 stacks every turn with, or not every turn, like every other turn with her? I'm curious. So I'll be, so I'm spending them and then I should be gaining them too. He's at 30. So shoot, I could do a crack of dawn.
여전히 무섭고 겁이 나. 그럼에도 멈추고 싶지 않아.
By the way, in the trailer, I thought it was really funny how they did the kind of enter meme with Philip. With the like animation to it.
반응형 사출. 전부 조각내둔다.
Oh yeah, she just like swings it around. Oh, and she does get healing off that too.
역시 우리
Okay, these IDs, man, they just keep getting crazier and crazier. Yeah, I didn't realize that they had so much survivability too.
곧 여명이 찾아오겠지.
제가 보태죠.
Okay, so she got some hits in, so she should have more stacks going into next turn. Okay, so I got up to 14 doing that. And the 14 probably comes from some of her... I think she had like one instance of an unopposed attack. So
저에게도
what that means is
맞설 용.
if she's the fastest and she can spend her stacks, and then you have Sinclair and Gregor also using their skill 3s in a turn, then you can like chain. Oh, even with Gregor's gonna work the same way too, where you can basically chain their skill 3 2s.
날 신경 쓰는 것보다 자네 생각하는 게 좋을 걸. 제일 중요한 걸로 줘 그러다.
That's crazy. So for instance, where that's gonna come in a bit would probably be in Mirror Dungeon, after you've replaced all of their skills with the skill 3s.
여명의 빛과 같이.
반응형 사출. 전부 조각내도록.
Hey Panda, from Russia, and how am I? We're doing pretty good. We got Faust doing our polls.
나를 비추는 주홍빛.
We're borrowing Gregor at the moment. I love these IDs. I feel like the more I use them, the more and more insane they're starting to feel. What about you? How do you like them? Yeah, we're just kind of doing some test fights at the moment.
순조롭게 끝났군요. 꽤 고생할 것이라고 생각했습니다만 여러분들이 파우스트가 생각했던 것보다 유능했던 덕도 있겠군요.
Imagine how many pages is going to be the first color fixer ID.
회수하도록 할까요?
Who do you think it's going to be? I don't know if they're going to give us... Man, I don't know. Color IDs seem so busted, but I mean, we got like Nurse Father IDs, and those are kind of up there too. I wouldn't imagine getting like a Star of the City level with Rian Sang this early. I would imagine Vespa's probably going to be the first color ID, if anything, and it's got to go to Mersault? Question mark.
끌어넘칠 시간이군요.
Or maybe the director will find a way to give it to Gregor. Oh, should I be... Hold on. I completely forgot about the Mersault ID. Just, hey, remember me? You just got this.
채워지지 않을 공허를 남겨주지.
Although he's a burn bleed, no trimmer for him.
그럼 입장해 보지.
하고들 시간이다. 잔후에
We didn't get Salvador. Sob. Me neither. Or we can cry on each other's shoulders. That's okay. We can just borrow them from other people.
자신 있으면 받아봐.
Jeez.
심장을 노려.
대상 확인, 절침탄, 트랜지션, 확산탄, 임상 시험.
Oh, hell yeah. Is that the most American ID in the game? Oh, that's all of her shots.
선배를, 스승님을 행복하게 할 수 있다면, 이 끝에서 다 함께 기쁨을 나눌 수만 있다면, 그 어떤 두려움도 저를 도망치게 할 수 없을 거예요.
Jeez. I don't feel like getting hit by that.
이 궤적을 보고 떠올리시게.
이 구속구가 나의 폭력을 저지하기엔
Dice was insane enough, and Timu Black silence. That ID is so funny. Brienne's whole existence is kind of messed up.
심장을 노려.
Ooh, Dunkirk just got fucked up.
비추는 주홍빛이 꺼지지 않도록 거세게 휘몰아쳐라.
Man, I really want the lore, like the uptight story for Gregor.
하고들 시간이다. 잔후에
Does he get a segment about fighting the Lord of Flies?
요청합니다.
Because apparently he's the one that burned off its last wings,
나아갈 수
so that Radia, or not Radia, Valentina could come in and take all the glory.
실력을 잘 이용하지 못하셨을 뿐.
That's crazy. So that means Roland met Salvador during the Smoke War. So do you think Roland also had a hand in taking down the Lord of Flies? I wonder.
젊은 친구가 이런 것도 못해서야?
채워지지 않을 궁어를 남겨주지.
Awesome, Result's almost dead. I think everybody is kind of, yeah, look at 16 HP into Dream.
이 노을이 식지 않도록 더 뜨겁게 타올라라.
자신 있으면 받아봐.
나를 비추는 주홍빛이 꺼지지 않도록 거세게 휘몰아쳐라.
Yeah, I like that animation change. So sick. luck was on your side. You got everything within 40 pulls. Hell yeah. Yo, let me know how the new Yisang ego is. I'm really curious about it.
파고들 시간이다. 잔무에 속삭.
Dude, I love that. I need to make an all guns team.
지역기체의 둔화를 확인.
심장을 노려!
이렇게들 허약해서야.
Haven't tried it yet, but you know the Dawns are freaking busted. Yeah, as if the skill 3s didn't do enough damage. After a skill 3, you also get hit by unopposed attacks. Brand? No. Denied. Oh, he's getting unopposed. Faust. Yeah, that might be an assist defense moment.
그럼에도 멈추고 싶지 않아.
Ooh, crazy time to flip tails.
나갈 수 없어.
나비가 날개짓다.
역시 우리 사무소의 자랑이야.
실력을 잘 이용하지 못하셨을 뿐.
태어난 곳으로 돌아가라. 살고자 하는 모든 것들과 함께 흙속에 파묻혀.
Unopposed attack with attack weight. Dude, this team is awesome.
완전 여유탄.
심장을 노려!
Oh, yep, unopposed attacks because of Radia. Yep.
새벽녘. 전에 많이 뒤졌나? 이렇게들 허약해서야.
Dude, so freaking cool. Test it real quick. Been a while since you played Sinking. There's like almost too many different teams now on.
무엇이든 맞출 수 있는 탄원이니 말입니다.
What do they call that? The tyranny of choice? Yeah, I feel that.
그럼 입장해 보지.
So popping balloons with Deluge. He needs to buff Dong Sang.
행복하게 할 수 있다면, 이 끝에서 다 함께 기쁨을 나눌 수만 있다면, 그 어떤 두려움도 저를 도망치게 할 수 없을 거예요.
자신 있으면 받아봐. 심장을 노려!
Oh, yep, unopposed. Dude, I love that. Just coming in to put 2 caps in them. Very opportunistic.
속에 파묻혀라.
Just for better classes, since he's ignoring all 2-star, there's not going to be any more. Gotta fix the old 3 stars. Nah, I mean, that's probably just one of those instances of, like, power creep, you know? Why go back when we've got better IDs now? You know, we got Rian saying... Solemn Lament.
하고들 시간이다. 잔
망설이면 나아갈 수 없어.
이렇게들 허약해진다.
Well, I was curious. Doesn't the new butterfly you get for you saying make Dong saying better?
심장을 노려.
I thought there was something, I don't know if it's in the passives that made him a little bit better. All right, you got this, Gregor. Oh yeah, there it is. Just because it lets Dongsang use butterflies.
젊은 친구가 이런 것도 못해서야?
채워지지 않을 공허를 남겨주지.
I mean, that's something. But you know, they kind of are making older IDs better through the use of new IDs. And I imagine we're going to see some of that in Mersault's Canto 2. You know, because like the N-Corp fanatics, those IDs have been like not so great since they came out. And since we're going to be in N-Corp, I don't wonder if they're going to... if we're going to get some IDs that buff them. I think so. Oh, you can't. Alright.
하고들 시간이다. 잔 물.
Term syncing upscale right there with the Hanafuda Ishmael. Solemn Yi Sing no longer loses sanity on reload. He's a little too good now. And I always thought that ID was insane to begin with. I always knew this day was coming where it'd get even more power, but so soon.
이 궤적을 보고 떠올리시게.
나를 비추는 주홍빛이 꺼지지 않도록 거세게 휘몰아쳐라.
나비가 날개짓한다. 나쁘진 않았습니다.
Oh, one more bullet.
이렇게들 허약해서야.
Alright, he really just aura farmed flipping tails.
제가 보태죠.
That's crazy work.
잘 이용하지 못하셨을 뿐.
더하면 해준다. 심장을 노려.
Hey, you got the heart. Oh, I think Don Claire's sword glows a lot more.
그럼
I just noticed that.
입장해 보지.
Because 20 out of 20 bullets now?
선배를
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
스승님을 행복하게 할 수 있다면 이 끝에서 다 함께 기쁨을 나눌 수만 있다면 그 어떤 두려움도 저를
He
도망치게
got
할 수
stocked
없을
up.
거예요.
칼날 사출.
허니 바보.
Oh, he only gets the bullets after he uses his ego? I mean, that's still pretty insane. The hacker gave you 9 deck extraction tickets? Uh-huh. First pull, a solemn saying ego. The hacker came from your pocket, and his name was Wallet. Is it bad that I even thought about it?
자신 있으면 받아봐.
Just realized that those like bell noises alternate sides of my earphones.
한눈 팔았으면 되져야 심장을 노려.
It's kind of trippy. The hacker's name was MasterCard. Holy shit. It's kind of a badass hacker name. Yeah, every 10 stacks of the respective statuses for the Dawn IDs, their weapons glow more and the actual status effect glows more. It's a pretty cool detail.
이곳은 위험하니 무리하지 말고 뒤에서 보조만 해도 괜찮습니다.
And you know, her flavor text makes me wonder too. Heated to a smoldering temperature within the coffin are butterflies. The kaleidoscope spilling forth to melt and tear the target apart. Are we supposed to take that as like a literal interpretation that there are butterflies in there?
여전히 무섭고 겁이 나. 그럼에도 멈추고 싶지 않아.
The FOMO was only with Arknights. Yeah, I kinda hope we don't do another collab. At least not for like a really long time.
사냥 끝. 모조리 해체해줄게. 선이 다 보여.
Dodge.
심장을 노려.
It was okay, but I'm really not a big fan of the like exclusivity of it all. It just feels weird.
시생멸. 오래 필수록 가치는
I'm a little
떨어지는
curious.
날 신경 쓰는 것보다 자네 생각하는 게 좋을걸? 제일 중요한 걸로.
Finally have an ID to use Man in the Scabbard or Unbrilliant Glory. Speaking of the Arknights collab. I don't know, this eco is so weird. I feel like there's never a good time to use it. Yeah, you wouldn't even want to be using it with him because his skills and stuff are always going to do more damage output than the time it takes to actually build up on Brilliant Glory. Ooh, 27. We get the unique animation. Or is skill 3 too.
칼날 사출.
Do you trying to purposely get hit by an arrow? If I only play Limbus, the worst life services are the ones with PvP. Yeah, I guess I'm lucky. I haven't really seen any of that. But imagine it's because then it's like well and truly pay to win. Is that the idea behind it? So sick.
이걸로 내일 할레르마 해체 공식 대치오나트라 딜체르버 시합 해체 끝.
Damn.
이제 같은 수는 안 통할 거다.
무력 터졌네. 내 차례네.
살고자 하는 모든 것들과 함께 무덤으로 돌아가라.
6-shooter? Hell yeah.
얼마나 썼다고 벌써.
Oh, this is crazy. Blazing Strike, Disposal. I think we have mech sects of Eject. I don't think that works. She's dead as hell.
파고들 시간이다. 잔우에.
Oh no, they're gonna try and kill steal.
꺼지지 않도록
Get out of here, Ongdu.
휘몰아쳐라.
Yeah, look at that. Plus 1,370%.
나머지는 제가.
Dude, it gets so much. And then they come in to do their attacks too.
전부 펼쳐낸 나비처럼.
That's awesome.
쏴야 할 때가 왔고.
After more gameplay, Fast Starting Tiga is almost on par with Fluid Sack. Almost. I almost think it's kind of better just because it clashes higher.
돌아가면 저번처럼
Damn.
파티라도 할까요?
Faust doing more. Although, to be fair, she got an extra skill 3 in at the end, and he didn't. The most reputable member of the office. Yeah, we didn't look at this at all. So unfocused volley, when inflicting butterfly using the skill's effect, chance to flip heads, percent chance to inflict the departed. This unit did not inflict the departed, inflict the living instead. It calculates every butterfly stack independently. Maybe that's why the servers were dying. Whole bunch of people using this ego at the same time. Flash power +1 for every 4, sinking plus both butterfly and the main target max 4. If Lobotomy Ego Solvamenti saying used this skill before attacking a random assortment of Gloom, Resonance, +1, the living and departed max 7, attack and reload. And yeah, that's his ammo. The sum of potency and count maxes out at 20. Crazy. Oh yeah, what the heck? The 5th coin. Spend all the living and the departed on self. Inflict 3 sinking, 3 tremor, butterfly, living and departed. Trigger tremor burst, then reduce the tremor count. Deal gloom damage equal to the sum of both butterfly on target. Deal gloom damage equal to the living and the departed is spent by this coin times 2% of this coin's final damage. The wilt-winged butterfly feeds upon the pauper dew in misted breath. What the hell does that mean? Always active Lobotomy Ego Solemn Momenti saying exclusive effect. On hit, base skills inflict 2 tremor on target once per skill. It's so weird. This ID counts as an ID that inflicts tremor and sinking. This ID's base skills count as skills that inflict tremor and sinking. Max cap +10 for the sum of the living and the departed, potency and count. After reloading, heal Tensinity and discard. Oh yeah, this is another thing I didn't talk about. It's not just that he becomes sinking tremor, he's also discard now. That's so weird. But yeah, discard 1 base attack skill of the lowest rank in all of this unit's skill slots except his skill 3 2 times per turn. Turn end, if this unit had a defense skill equipped this turn, heal 10 sanity. When staggered, recover from stagger, then reload once per encounter, excluding forced staggers. So this is something I kind of wanted to bring up too. We've been getting a lot of IDs into Ego that have this when staggered, recover from stagger. Does anybody else find that kind of weird? I don't wonder if Project Moon is gearing up for some like crazy fights soon. Because it's like everything has that now. nowadays. What's the clash power on this? So what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 6 to 21. So 6 to 25 maxed out. For a he? I guess for a he, that's pretty good. It's not bad. You can gift you some extraction tickets. If only. Steam charts right now, the game is popping off. They crushed their old max player. Yeah, he hit a 154k. Or no, 157k. Yeah, that always surprises me. Why does Walpurgis attract so many more players? Is it all just FOMO? Or do you think that there are people who try to take advantage of the exclusivity, get the new IDs, and then sell the accounts? So I'm gonna explain why Unbrilliant Glory is good with Dawn Gregor. It's just because it's Tremor. Because Unbrilliant Glory is a Tremor, Ego, and Burn. On hit without cracking, this coin was used 4 times, deal a sloth damage equal to Tremor on target max 10. The thing is, what even is the Tremor count? I feel like the amount of Tremor we're putting on the enemies wasn't really that high. Let's do Tremor count, Tremor count. Yeah, it's mainly their skill 3s that actually inflict Tremor. And he doesn't inflict the whole bunch. Doesn't seem like she does either. Alright, so now Sinclair just needs an ego that turns Dawn Claire into a Burn Tremor ID. And then it's fixed. I thought the existence itself is a taboo for N-Corp. Well, that's what I was wondering about Honglu too. Is Honglu's eye being streaming? Does that not break their taboos? I mean, it's not technically a video. It's not technically a recording. So I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I've been wondering that for a while. Kim bombarded you with the announcers on this one. I think, what, 2 Walpurgises ago, the same thing happened to me. Where I kept on getting Hod and Malkuth. Like, back to back. Plus fingers for Ezra ID stealth drop. Funny if his Otis says Moses and Dawn is Ezra. I kind of feel like if Moses was to get an ID, it'd be for Gregor. Just because, you know, the parallels between them. Gregor was in the smoke war. He smokes. Which that's got to be weird. It feels like every single person that's been involved in the smoke war has ended up like being a smoker. You think that would change their minds about the bad habit? I guess live stream will end soon. Yeah, I'm kind of winding down. Yeah, that's kind of the... Yeah, that's such the weird thing about Walpurgis, you know? And just having an ID and no story behind it. But yeah, of course, since I didn't get the other ID, we can't really do a mirror dungeon run to test them. Sag. Press your wallets. Yeah, I don't really want to spend the money. I gotta eat. Spend too much money on gachas, you're gonna have to start eating your computer. Oh, hey Link, you have returned. He has entered. We're just kind of chatting. Oh, I ended up getting Faust in 50. Just finished the floor 15 tremor burn. That was sick. How did it go? Oh, you know what we can do? We can check out the lines.
검정색 바늘, 비정형적 문양. 역시 파우스트의 예상대로.
Really strong? Yeah, I imagine with all the TKT ego gifts, Tremor was already so freaking strong, but now they're just that much more insane. They've got all the Tremor gifts, you know, the burn synergy with them. Like Glimpse of Flame is gonna do insane amounts of work. All of the unopposed attacks are pretty nice.
이른 아침 위장 활동을 깨우기 위해 따뜻한 차를 마시는 것은 건강상 권장되긴 합니다만 다른 것들도 즐겨보시는 건 어떨까요, 그레고르? 정실으시다면 한 개라도 부탁드리겠습니다.
Oh yeah, if you remember, she did not like the smell of the Sangwacha tea.
정오의 번화가에서 이런 식의 갑작스러운 폭발 공격. 현실성이 느껴지질 않는군요. 마치 거대하게 부풀어 올랐던 풍선이 한 번에 터져버린 느낌. 사람이라는 풍선이 터지면서 수천의 바늘을 흩뿌렸다.
Oh, what?
그렇게 이해해야 할.
There's a new thumb gift that just destroys everything, and a new burn gift that buffs sync as well. Oh, what the heck? Oh, and the uptight story for Gregor was sick? Oh, man. Dang it. Does it talk about him fighting the Lord of Flies?
아직 퇴근하지 않으셨나요, 그레고르?
자네도 일이 남았나?
아니요, 벌써 끝내뒀습니다. 일이 남으셨다면 파우스트에게 맡기시죠. 어차피 오늘은 조금 늦게 들어갈 것 같군요.
고맙긴 한데 왜 일부러 늦게까지 남는 건가?
저 개인적으로 알아볼 것이 남아서요.
뇌간 집속 공명기 어디서 구했는지 찾으려고?
네. 믿기는 어렵지만 마치 마법이 실존하기라도 하는 것만 같은 모습이군요. 아니, 파우스트가 아직 파악하지 못하고 있는 외곽 소재의 무언가일지도 모르죠. 관련해서는 파우스트끼리 의논의 시간을 거칠 필요가 있을지도 모르겠습니다.
Huh. I wonder if something that Faust like keep from each other in their Faust chord is like what happens to them in the future. Because in her uptight story, it seemed like they knew she was destined to die, but they very specifically didn't tell her. Like they didn't try to, or like they purposely hid it from her until it was too late. Interesting. Yup, with our favorite drunkard? No, dude. Dang, I need to... I really want to see that story. I might just like get some of the... like a video or something and then just do like my own reading of it.
이런 단순 반복 업무를 파우스트에게 맡기는 것은 커다란 능력적 손실을 야기합니다. 싱클레어 당신의 쌍화차 제조 능력은 확실히 훌륭하지만 당신이 그런 것만 하려고 해결사가 된 것은 아닐 테니까요.
Hey, she says this in Ruina.
이 업무를 봐주도록 하시죠.
자네가 하기 귀찮아서가 아니고
실없는 소리는 그의 성장에 도움이 되지 않습니다, 그레고르.
Should watch it, it's really cool, otherwise only in 4 months again. Yeah, I just read the flavor text for Gregor and I was like, what do you mean he was the one that burnt off the Lord of Flies wings? Or the last one.
이 틈에 사무소 지출 정산이라도 해둬야겠군요. 싱클레어, 저는 밀크티로.
Milk time. But you know, that kind of makes me wonder too, because in Runa we saw Salvador talking with Roland. So, and that was during the Smoke War. So, I don't wonder if Roland maybe had some hand in taking down the Lord of Flies as well? Question mark?
말을 길게 끌 것 없겠군요. 그레고르, 싱클레어, 저희 사무소 단독 의뢰인가요? 봉쇄가 시작되기 전에 파우스트가 나서겠습니다. 이곳은 위험하니 무리하지 말고 뒤에서 보조만 해도 괜찮습니다. 이곳은 위험하니 무리하지 말고
Many
뒤에서
hazards,
보조만 해도
meaning her.
괜찮습니다. 칼날 사출.
She's a fire hazard.
많았습니다. 실력을 잘 이용하지 못하셨을 뿐. 파우스트가 아니 저의 부족이
The fault lies with you, Faust.
가끔 파우스트만 사무소를 먹여 살리고 있는 것 같기도 합니다.
Hey, she says that in Ruina.
매번 저만 책임졌으니 이번엔 부탁하겠습니다. 저희 사무소 수준이라면 해결할 수 있었을 별것 아닌 의뢰였을 텐데 의뢰의 일부를 달성할 수라도 있었으니 만족해야겠죠. 순조롭게 끝났군요. 꽤 고생할 것이라고 생각했습니다만 여러분들이 파우스트가 생각했던 것보다 유능했던 덕도 있겠군요. 츠바이의 책도
Yup, the
이번에
Books of Zoe
회수할
Association. Which I think you can see that in here,
홈파티는
we'll check.
못하게 되겠군요. 그레고르. 싱클레어는 잘 빠져나갔을지.
The Book of Zwei. If you look in his extraction, I think you can see. Yeah, look at that fucking Walter dead. He's bit the dust, man. You wait the next Kim Creep. Next Kanto for sure. I'm very excited for the next one. What do we even have left? Is the next update just the Kanto? Oh no, Railway 2. Bakgok. Yeah, we got the Railway 2 Bakgok, and then I think it's Kanto after that. Yeah, Railway 2 is gonna be sick. I'm really excited for that. The best railway. Game over. We love Railway 2, man. We just go around and around and around, and we just don't stop. Can't stand early August, yup. Which means next week the Hellmaiden early access starts. That's on the 16th of July, which is also going to have a new Millie song, so watch out for that. Dude, that's gotta be crazy for Millie, right? 2 different games about Dante's Inferno. What in the world? Luckily you don't have classes on Thursday morning. Hell yeah. Yeah, Hellmaiden looks sick. I'm really excited for that. Yeah, their trailer was really funny. Because there's a moment where one of the ults, you get to like drift around in a chariot. And then the voice actors for a lot of the different enemies for the level Circles of Hell are pretty damn good too. You genuinely theory tested and you can get 6 follow-up attacks with Dawn Office. Oh yeah, if everybody ends up getting staggered, I think, what is it? If each of them uses a skill 3, so Sinclair uses it, then both of them do a follow-up attack, so that's 2. If Faust uses one, then Gregor does a follow-up attack. That's 3. If Gregor does one, then Faust does a follow-up attack. That's 4. Wait, so where did the other 2 come from? Sinclair gets his auto skill 3 and they use it? Oh. Oh, so like if you use his 2 separate skill 3s, if you use a blazing strike and then the rekindled strike, oh yeah, that's 6. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't even think about that. Oh, and if they get staggered, they get another. Man, that's awesome. You're playing the sequel of No Existence. It just got a big update. Did it? I saw the reviews for the game like took a dip. Yeah, they went mixed for some reason. Was it a decent update? Oh, it says they did a rebuild. I don't know. The original dev team got fired? Oh no, is there actually like a weird amount of drama with this? Uh-oh. I might have to look more into that. Yeah, I've been keeping my eye on a lot of, like, a handful of visual novels. I really want this Witch Trials one to get its English update. I wonder if they'll drop that on the anniversary of the release, which that'll be on July 18th. Monostatus IDs are in the past. Embrace the multi-status class. Dude, hey, how true is that? What was the last single status ID we even got? Was Kanto 8? Kanto 8 was a lot of Rupture. Probably a couple of Rupture IDs, actually. Yeah, Rupture. Just kidding, she gained some poise. Existent sequels, low-key buns, but it's alright. What about depersonalization? I actually haven't looked at that in a while. I think they're still trying to do, like, translations for the game. So I've been waiting. I do really like the dev team, though, because they do monthly reports about how the game is being developed. And I mean, yeah, they're doing quite a bit. Yeah, I guess their art's getting a lot better too. So that's sick. Yeah, every now and then, when I've kind of checked in on the game, people are still saying that the localization's kind of fucked. So I'm pretty sure these are Chinese developers. Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on it. One of these days, man. You have to keep an open mind for some of these visual novels. It's so freaking scary on Steam looking at visual novels, because a lot, like, you never know how fucked up they're gonna end up being. And I was really lucky. I almost bought, I think it's called the Song of Saya. And that would not have been a good one to stream. Holy shit. That would have been a fucking disaster. Yeah, it sucks. I'd probably, like, enjoy some of it, how fucked up it is, but I don't think YouTube would. Still want to buy it, but you get put off by the AI voice. It's so bad. I think you can turn that off. Actually, I'm pretty sure people have recommended turning it off. You go through some unholy shit to get to the meat of the visual novels. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes. And then, of course, if you look up visual novels, like, so many on Steam just end up being, like, straight up porn. It's like, okay, well, I just want a good story, you know? Nah, but I can't think about buying stuff right now. Which sucks too, because the remaster of Black Flag is supposed to come out tomorrow. But I already decided not to get that anyways because they're not doing multiplayer. It's only getting like what, 3/4 of the original game, which fucking sucks. Tokyo Necro? It's fucked. Know what they say? A human being has 2 kidneys? Take them out. I don't even think what is the kidney even good for? See, okay, so this is something that always fucking gets me too, looking on Steam, is I'll check the tags and every single visual novel just has the hentai tag every time. And I don't even know if, like, I mean, this one doesn't look too iffy. You just never know. Okay, well, I guess it says that in mature content description, it's right there. Okay, well. You just got a tier 4 on every single shop refresh. Forgot to get your tremor. Selling a kidney for 10 limbillion lunacy? How much do kidneys go for nowadays? Dude, if you want to make the big bucks selling your kidney, you gotta find some billionaire in need. And hope you're a good match. I want to see if I can just look at the new ego gifts. Oh, wait. That thing didn't pop up. Valhalla is really nice. I think I've heard about that one too. Ooh, a wing-shaped waxen candle. Turn start activates when there are 3 or more Dawn Office IDs, counts backup IDs. Turn 1, apply to Dawn Herald on all allies. Combat start, Dawn Office Fixer Sinclair heals 10 sanity. Any set ID may enter the volatile ego waxen opinion state via the passive effect of Unstable Shell at 25 sanity instead of 40. What the heck? Dawn Office ID exclusive effect. When hit using base skills, inflict 2 burn and 2 tremor on target once per skill. Dawn Office IDs are considered burn tremor, yep. Dawn Office ID. But yeah. Wait, what? Is it just telling you that? Okay. Counter start. If Dawn Office Faust is on the field, apply 1 battle instinct on a set ID. Sick. $442K per kidney? What the fuck? Some gift is a tier 4, so you can't see it. And it's on the textbook pack. Huh. Was that in the notes? I don't remember them. Well, I guess I don't really remember even reading the patch notes, to be honest. Yeah, did they even say there's gonna be new? Ooh, the Bina announcer. Yeah, she came out today too. Wonder how that is. Yeah, I don't see any. Yeah, I don't see anything that says there is. It does? No, well, I can't read. So much that you need, you literally can't get all the ego gifts you need. You're gonna miss out on some. There's not enough money. Oh, so it's like a fusion? Okay, I gotcha. It's not in the Walt patch. Yeah, man, the new IDs seem pretty damn strong. A lot of unopposed attacks. And they've got their own self-healing too on their skills. On their like enhanced skill 3s. Which that surprised me. That ended up being insane. Fucking like, what was it, like 80 heal on Gregor? Literally saving him from staggering. Insane. I think she had healing on one of hers. Yeah, consume up to 30 burn on self and heal. Max 50%. Crazy. Oh, another thing I was gonna look at, how much does this feed into? Okay, so she doesn't have gluttony. It's curious if this synergized with meltdown at all. Not really. Almost a busted ID. But yeah, chat, I don't really have anything else. I said the ID is really good. I like the buffs to Dawn-Claire, and I really enjoy this kind of what Project Moon's doing, where they're creating new IDs and new egos and stuff to buff previous, like really old IDs. I'm a big fan of that, because pretty soon we're going to end up getting N-Corp support. I'm calling it now. That's what Mersault's Kanto is gonna have in it. So yeah, that'll be awesome. Yeah, Philip Claire's been upscaled to S tier. Yeah, he can just stay in his ego now. He's got better clashing power. He gets rid of one of his base skills, which, you know, if it's, I guess it doesn't say whether or not it gets rid of like his skill 1s and changes them to skill 3s, or if it's his 2s. Because that's what I always felt was the worst part about this idea, was just how awful his skill 1 is. It's so bad. Yeah, he gets shielding as well, so he's not as squishy. He deals even more damage, and he already dealt insane amounts of damage. Like, yeah, just a lot of support. You know, we've got the uptie 5s for egos coming out every now and then too. Yeah, I really like what Limbus is doing. It's been pretty sick. But yeah, we'll call it a stream here. I guess tomorrow I'll try and find a Dawn Office Gregor video and then do a reading of that and upload it. Because yeah, if it has anything to do with our favorite drunk, child abuser, then gotta look at that, man. Sick. We'll call it a stream, chat. Thanks for hanging out. I hope everyone's pulls went well, and if not, there's always supports, which I guess I should probably put Faust in here now, huh? Sick. But yeah, I'm surprised my pulls went so well. I think maybe it was meant to be that I kind of fucked up and got the Sinclair ego. That was so funny. It's just always something. Every time. Oh, that's neat. Oh wait, is it all bloody? Oh no, this is from them being dead. Oh no. Salvador's weapon is out. Her coffin is all bloodied. Yeah, the building's being all cut. This might have been... Wait, is this supposed to be the crying children incident in V-Nest? Or no, this is the exploded buildings from Faust. It just got their weapons on it. Dang, that's tragic. Oh yeah, that was pretty cool too. I wasn't expecting all the flavor text for Ruina IDs. I like getting more, I don't know if you'd say clarification or just more information from Ruina. That's always nice. But yeah, we'll call it here, chat. So, with that, hope you all have a good rest of your day and your night. I will see you in the next one. Peace.